cheating changes everything. But what shocks many people isn't just the betrayal itself. It's what gets said immediately after the truth comes out. In many situations, the first words after cheating are not full honesty or accountability. Instead, they often reveal fear, guilt, defensiveness, confusion, or an attempt to protect the relationship. Of course, every situation is different, but certain reactions appear again and again when someone gets confronted after betrayal. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like to the channel and hit the bell for more videos. Let's break down the common phrases and what they often mean beneath the surface. It didn't mean anything. This is one of the most common responses. The goal is usually to minimize the situation, reduce emotional damage, separate emotions from the act itself. But even if feelings weren't involved, the betrayal still affects trust deeply. I never wanted to hurt you. Many people who cheat still care about their partner. This phrase often reflects guilt, regret, emotional conflict. But intention doesn't erase consequences. It just happened. This response often avoids accountability. Cheating usually involves choices, boundaries being crossed, repeated decisions. Calling it something that just happened can be an attempt to reduce responsibility. You don't understand what I was going through. Sometimes people try to explain their emotional state after being caught. This may involve stress, loneliness, relationship, dissatisfaction, personal struggles. While context matters, struggles still don't justify betrayal. I was going to tell you. This statement often appears after discovery. It may come from fear of losing the relationship, guilt building over time, wanting to soften the impact. But timing matters, and honesty after being caught feels different from honesty offered freely. It was a mistake. Cheating is frequently described as a mistake rather than a decision. This wording can reduce the seriousness emotionally, make the action feel less intentional, shift focus away from accountability. But repeated actions usually reflect patterns, not accidents. I still love you. This is one of the most emotionally confusing statements. It creates conflict because love and betrayal feel contradictory. Emotions can still be real despite bad decisions. People can care deeply and still hurt others. This is why cheating often feels so psychologically painful. Please don't leave me. Once reality hits, fear often follows. This reaction may come from fear of consequences, fear of loneliness, fear of losing emotional security. Sometimes the panic begins only after the relationship feels truly at risk. You're overreacting. This can be a form of emotional deflection. Instead of fully acknowledging the pain caused, the focus shifts toward your reaction. This often increases emotional damage even more. It wasn't serious. Minimizing the connection is another common response. The idea is often to make the betrayal seem smaller, to reduce emotional impact, to calm the situation quickly. But trust is damaged, regardless of how serious it was. I felt neglected. Sometimes blame partially shifts onto the relationship itself. While relationship issues can exist, communication should come first. Betrayal is still a choice. Healthy problems require healthy conversations. I don't know why I did it. Confusion and guilt can lead to emotional uncertainty. Some people genuinely struggle to explain their actions, their impulses, their emotional state afterward. But uncertainty doesn't remove responsibility. Silence. Sometimes there are no words at all. Silence can reflect shock, shame, fear, emotional overwhelm. And sometimes silence says more than explanations ever could. Important reminder: not every person reacts the same way after cheating. Some people take accountability immediately, show genuine remorse, work honestly to repair the damage. Others become defensive, avoid responsibility, or manipulate the situation. The key is to focus less on words and more on consistent actions afterward. Conclusion. The first words after betrayal often reveal emotional instinct, not necessarily truth, healing, or accountability. That's why it's important to stay calm, avoid reacting purely emotionally, pay attention to patterns and actions over time. Because after trust is broken,